Good morning, guys. How are you all? I hope you've done school. And is there any problem with YouTube? Because my home screen of the thing that there's nothing. Confused. Is there anyone? If there is anyone, let me know that. Yeah, it seems like this way from the morning. I don't know why. My account, sorry, my YouTube channel is still over here or not. I'm just confused about that. If any of you are here, please let me know. For one, okay, I got some concurrent. I think it's not missing on. And thank you, brother, for being over here. Good morning, brother. Hey, Jahid. Good morning, brother. Vin, good morning. It's good. Okay, that's cool, man. I was just confused of why it's not showing the concurrent view. Still, it's that one people are watching actually. I really don't know what happened over here. But yeah, it's okay. Morning, brother. You start is not in Discord. I will post a link. Thank you so much, Suzivan. I don't know why, but yeah, I think there is something, some problem is over here. Like here it's showing that like two people are watching right now. Now it's one, but I believe it's more than two people are over here. But I think there is any problem. There's some problem. I'll pass it. I don't know what happened, but we'll go for this price action a bit before going for this price action. I really would love to go for this calendar. It is Monday, and you can see around 10:30, Fed Chair Powell is going to speak. Long time ago, I was afraid of Fed Chair Powell. Uh, I used to say that if there is a news from Fitcher Powell, man, I am just disaster with that news. Okay, so after a long period of time, I'm going to get this news over here, so I'll be very careful around this 10:30 a.m. I don't think so. I'll go for any kind of trade before 10:30, but we'll see. Okay, in this morning session, it's really tough to trade for me. At the same time, there is some objective from the price action as well, so we'll cover that as well. Hey, Khurshid, good morning, brother. I just don't know how many of you are watching because it's not showing it here. Concurrent viewer is one still, but I believe there is more than one people. I'm going to get the, let me close the subs count as well. Why it is always happening with my channel, with my YouTube things? I don't know. I'm getting fed up with this YouTube. However, I would love to close this calendar. Before closing it, I would see what type of news we have for this week, and we have to plan the trade according to the news. Today we have Fetcher Powell speak. Tomorrow we have Jolt's job opening around 10, and then we have PMI around 10 tomorrow. Sorry, the Wednesday. Thursday we have unemployment claims, and Friday we have non-farm payroll. This is the non-farm payroll week, the NAP week, and I believe that until Wednesday we will be able to trade. After Wednesday, Friday, maybe after 8:30 we'll be able to trade again. We'll see all of this price action and all of this news, how it is going to react. All I mean to say, if there is a news in front of me, I'm not interested to trade that market until the data is not going to read. So when the data will be released after 10:30, I think I'll be good to go for a trade. I wanna follow these things. If I need to go for a trade, I'll go with the paper trade. I believe so. If there is something so beautiful, I don't want to miss it, like something that was unexpected, maybe then I will go with the live trade. Otherwise, I'm not going to trade anything over here, okay, until 10:30. It's my choice, my accounts, my choice. I'm not asking any of you. You're good to go with your trading the way you love to trade. Please go with that way. I have no problem with that. Please make sure that you have pushed the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. Gonna come over here. This is the, what is, the weekly chart, and that gap, if you guys remember, that gap was important to me, and I told that market will clear this sell side liquidity, and then it will come this gap. That is the objective. Market has to go, has to finish. After coming here, what is going to happen? I have to take times to take the decision. Is it still bearish, or is it going to reverse from this gap? Because this is a very important gap which is just below this liquidity. So I have to take more time to find out what the market really interested to do. If it can break this gap, then this small volume imbalance or the liquidity void area is my target. It's going to be my target over here. But it depends on the market, how it is going to react from this weekly bullish fair value gap. So depending on these candles or these gaps, we have to take the next step. Until then, I really don't have anything to do over here. I will just go with the price. So if the price give me bullishness, I'll go for the buy. If it give me the bearishness, I'll go for the sell. That means I don't have any bias. My bias is done. No bias, nothing. This is the daily chart. Here is a gap you can see from the daily chart. Small gap over here. Market came to this gap, and from trading this gap from the daily chart, it's reacting from there, as well as it's also reacting from the 50% of this weekly bullish fair value gap. It didn't tap to this gap 100%. If you don't add the volume imbalance, you will be able to see that market didn't touch this gap. But if you add the volume imbalance, perfectly it has traded this last fair value gap from the daily chart. All I mean to say, last fair value gap, last fair value gap, last fair value gap. Keep that in your mind. A lot of things is going to be changed if you can understand the last fair value gap logics. Highly important in my opinion, but it's up to you. The way you would love to use the gaps, it's up to you. But I wanna show, or I wanna draw your attention for some specific area that is important. If you can pay attention over there, even if you take some losing trade, eventually you are going to get a huge profit, and that's gonna cover all of your loss plus the profit. So far as the market came to this PD area, and I don't know what is going to happen, I have no bias. If you have any bias like bullish, bearish, whatever it is, go with that. I believe that you'll do perfectly well and you'll be safe. I think so. Okay, but for me, I don't have any bias. I don't know where the market will go. I have no idea how this market is going to trade this week. Like, simply I have no idea what is going to happen. As long as market is not going to decide bullishness or bearishness, I'll keep waiting for the market. It's time to wait for the market to decide its next bias. It was bearish from here to until there. That was the bearishness. Perfectly gave me the bearishness over here, and I got all of this fall. Now it's time to wait to see what the market is going to do next. Coming back to hourly chart, and you can see all of this consolidation or the accumulation, which is called the bull flag. So market came here, boom, and then started to consolidate over here, was building the bull flag. After building a long bull flag, market just keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. Those people who predicted the bull run by projecting this range, they got stopped out. Nobody is here, nobody is in buy, so all of them got stopped out. Here I don't have any sort of support or anything inside this area, nothing over here. So to be honest, I have no idea what is going to happen next, and I would love to wait for the next obvious thing to happen before going for any other trade. From 15-minute chart, as you can see here, the new week opening gap, market trade this new week opening gap, trade this new week opening gap, fall, tap to the 50% of the weekly bullish fair value gap, daily last fair value gap, then perfectly rejected from there and keep going higher. Right now it is trading this last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. So I'm going to mark this last fair value gap. I'm going to wait for this fair value gap to be broken if it would love to go higher, or this gap is going to be respected from 15-minute chart and market is going to reverse again. I don't have any sell side liquidity, I don't have any buy side liquidity near the market. Okay, whatever the price right now, near the market, I don't have any buy side liquidity, I don't have any sell side liquidity. I have no bias. Simply I have no bias. I have to let the market to decide what is going to happen next. I want to come over here around this area to talk about something, and that's why I'm coming to MNQ chart. Okay, before coming over here, as I am showing you the accounts, okay, no more paper trade. Paper trade is like, you guys don't get the confused, you don't get the confirmation, or you started to like believe that okay, this guy can only do the paper trade, so he's a paper ball. I'm not a paper ball. I'm just trying to communicate with you as much as I could. Okay, so when I'm trading my accounts, I can't just continue to make the conversation with you and do my own trading. So previously, whenever I found some kind of setup, I was used to share that setup with you guys so that all of you can study that live price action. But when I'm trading my accounts, I have to like focus on the price. I have to do my own trading. Okay. Yesterday, you can see this is the funded account, LTF, Lucid Trading funded account. In this account, I've done some trading, which is eventually I have end up with $286 profit. I'll explain that within a moment. I have just 10 minutes left before 9:30 open. So I'll cover that all. But before that, I want to show you all other accounts where I didn't do anything. Here, total PNL is zero. No trade to this account. And this account, the PNL is zero. No trade in this account. Over here, the other Blue Guardian futures account, and I'll show them as well so that nobody can confuse that okay, this guy is just hiding something. I'm not hiding. If I blow the account, I'll share with you. This is two account, so you can see here no trade to this account, and finally the test account here. I've just no trade in this account as well. So I didn't take any other trade except this funded account. So I just went for the trade for this funded account, and then I just didn't trade any other account. Why? Because I was not interested to go for any other trade. I was feeling like I'm in rush to make some profit around this Asia session because the price was like so much predicted, and it was like too easy to me to trade. I was feeling overconfident, and I didn't go for any other trade. I'll just explain it within a moment. So I'm gonna share these trades over here which I have taken around this area, and you can see over here how I trade this Asia session. For now these days I'm trading this Asia session because it's easier for me to trade, and I'm not making it so much complicated to trade because it's very easy, very simple to trade. All I need to do when the market is going to open around 6 p.m., listen to me very carefully, okay? When I'm trading, the market is going to open around 6 p.m. I'm gonna let the market to trade until 7 p.m. So from 6 to until 7. So let me mark the 7. What is the 7? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, there is the 7. So from 6 to 7, all I need to mark the highest high, the lowest low. Now I'm going to mark this low because this is the lowest low of 6 to 7 a.m. zone. This is the low, and this is the high. There is no other high in between 6 to 7. No confusing things, nothing over here. When this market is coming to the 7 a.m. kill zone, all I need to see, can the market take either the low or the high? If it take the low, I'll go for the buy. If it take the high, I'll look for the sell. Okay, this is the simple concepts to trade this Asia session. Market fall and took this low over here, as you can see around this area. It has cleared this low around here. After clearing this low, yeah, it was a shallow run, and market was not like clearly cleared the liquidity. But still I was watching this week, and I saw that market perfectly respected that week. Then it has closed above this inverse gap. So when it has closed above this inverse gap, I took the entry. It was market order, so I was pushing the button in from the market. I pushed the button over here. I added more, like here you can see here. See, I just took one contract entry, then added three more over here. Took those entry. Stop loss was just below this low over here, just below that low. You can see a bit below, sorry, my mistake. So I got stopped out around that area. So first trade, I got stopped out, no problem. Market has cleared that low one more time here. That low has been cleared by the body close perfectly. I was interested to go for any other trade. Next trade over here. Now here I forced the market actually. You can see there is no inverse gap, but to be honest, I was feeling like, okay, it doesn't need to make the inverse gap. I was in rush. I didn't want to miss this trade. All of these things, but I shouldn't go for that. This is my mistake. I have done this mistake. I don't want you to do the same mistake. Here there is no inverse gap. My intention was that I'm going to miss this trade market without making the inverse gap. It is going higher. I was thinking like that way. I was in FOMO. I was in like big problem my trading. So I pushed the button without any sort of confirmation. I pushed the button again, 2 micro contract. Here when I got stopped out by 4 micro contract, I added 2 micro contract entry over there because I got the losing trade over here, right? I'm already in loss. So now I added 2, got stopped out by the 2 micro contract, again loss. Still I don't have any problem. Then market fall, go back again. When this candle appeared on the chart, did the same mistake over here or the same thing over here. no inverse gap, no 22 YT model, no nothing. So I was in rush. I went for another trade over here, which is 2 micro contract. Later I added 2 more micro contract. So 4 micro contract. And after adding more, I trailed the stop loss to the break even. So I got stopped out to the exactly to the break even. You can see all the entries here and got stopped out over there. So that was a break even. One loss, two loss, third trade, break even. When I got the break even trade, here this is the gap. So what I have done, when this market trade this inverse gap after the market structure shift over here, after clearing the liquidity, best 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 22 IT model, market structure shift, here there is a small gap that's not been marked over here, small gap, breakaway gap. I extend the entry fair value gap over here, no forcing market. Here I was forcing the market, so I trailed the stop loss too fast after getting stopped out over here. So did the same thing over here, was not interested to hold the trade, trailed the stop loss to the break even. Then when this market came here and the lowest down close body close candle trade this this entry fair value gap, by that confirmation I took one contract entry over here. You can see here one contract. So when this candle tap to this candle over here, I just took one micro contract entry. Why? I have already two losses in my hand. Okay, so remember that one loss, two loss. I'm not doing over leveraged or here. Instead of that, I'm just I mean scaling down my contract size, one micro contract, just one micro contract. And I wanted to add two more micro contract with here this gap over here, which is the breakaway gap. So if it could tap to this breakaway gap, I would go with the three micro contract by putting or covering the 50% of this breakaway gap. Unfortunately, it didn't tap to this gap. Instead of that, this candle appeared on the chart, went higher, closed above this big down close body close candle, which is the real order block, right? And then tap to this candle over here. I add one more micro contract over here, not two, not three, not four, adding one more micro contract, one micro contract entry, one micro contract add, trail the stop loss to the break even, because it was highly volatile. I didn't want to take the entry over here, so my stop loss was here somewhere. Sorry, entry point was over here. I don't want to get that huge risk with the two micro contract after getting two losing trade and one break even over here. So I didn't want to do that, trail the stop loss to the break even. And then this market boom 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 boom, where Asia session high 6 to 7 p.m. the high. If you go yesterday's price action, that means Thursday, I've done the same thing over there as well. But in that day, I just went some trades before 7 p.m. 7 p.m. That was my mistake again. So just closed the trade exactly over here. One micro contract I sold just above this relatively equal highs over here, which is you can see everything over here, which was near about 103 handle. So got some losses over here, got a partial over there, and then trailed the stop loss, finally got stopped out over here. Okay, you can see, sorry, not here, here. I just covered the 50% of this gap. If it would love to keep going higher, for this buy side liquidity over here, see this buy side liquidity around this area, this was really beautiful buy side liquidity. And above here some buy side liquidity over here. So I wanted to see if one micro contract can keep going higher. I keep taking that hold that trade. But at the same time, when it is trading this gap, I need to draw your attention over here in the Dow. So this is the Dow Jones. It's now here. Dow Jones has built the sell side liquidity. Previously I had the SMT over here. There was the SMT, and later I have the relatively equal lows for Dow Jones. So when I saw this Dow Jones has built this relatively equal lows from the new day opening gap or new week opening gap, from there it has a high probability to fall for this liquidity, because when the market is falling, this Dow Jones is really strong. That was really strong according to that time of scenario. Okay, so it doesn't need to clear this liquidity, but if it can fall for this liquidity, that was my intention over here. While I got stopped out over here, you can see over there by trailing the stop loss, partial, put the stop loss over here and trail the stop loss, got stopped out, market went higher, cleared this buy side liquidity, build a beautiful inverse gap around this area, this beautiful inverse gap. What is my target now? This sell side liquidity for Dow Jones. Took another trade, 3 micro contract, because now my loss has been mitigated by that trade. This loss, that loss, has been mitigated. I was just -$6, just -$6. So I can start with the over leverage again. Now over leverage means 3 micro contract, not huge. The market has already opened. I'll just cover that on. Add more over here. Took a partial around 27 handle. Close one trade. Took another one contract to the last fair value gap over here because it could hold the market and send it higher again, and finally trailed the stop loss and got stopped out over here another micro contract. This profit has been made over here, $286, which is more than enough for me, I believe so. And then this market was going higher. All of these things I was just watching. I didn't do anything over here. Right now market opened over here. I wanna go back around this area. I'll just show you the execution, everything over there, but within a moment. First let me see what is happening. Okay, all I need to mark gap market. So this is the opening gap or regular trading hour gap from, I believe it's from Thursday. Yeah, Thursday opening gap that not been traded over here. Remove this, and I'm going to mark this opening gap which is from today. Okay, from here. And yeah, here I will switch the account from that account to this account, which is the flex account. I mean, one day I just traded over here and try to go for any trade around this with this. Have to see what is happening here. Here, till now this market is trading this 50-minute last fair value gap, which is over here. This is the 50-minute last fair value gap. You can look for the quadrant level of that week. I'm not going to look for that right now, and make sure that it's in 1 minute chart. And also one. So this is today's opening gap, which is over here, and I have Thursday opening gap that is still open. I have these two opening gap. Need to see how this market is going to react over here. If you find any trade, please go for that. I'm not interested to go for trade, any kind of trade before 10:30. So until 10:30, if I find something good, I'm like something that is like so obvious, the best setup, maybe then I'll go for a trade. Otherwise, I'm just interested to hold the trade until 10:30 to find out something good after 10:30. Okay. Hello Titu, hello fam. Today I will not get into any trade. That's cool, man. Leondo, that's awesome, brother. Hey Jesse, Jesse Posada. Good morning, Titu. Good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jensi, good morning, brother. Jamil, bom dia. Muito bem, obrigado, senhor. And Tamimi, thank you, sir, for being over here. Archana, it's been a decade. I was not seeing your comment. How are you, sister? How are you, sister? Okay, while the market is trading right now, I'm going to show you the executions of, I'm sorry, the accounts over there. Why I keep saying that you need to have more accounts. If you are trading one account, you are not going to get some money from the trading. That's for sure. One account, you want to make the money, forget about that. This is the account, first account, which I have hit maximum loss 2 times. Here 1 time, 2 time, daily maximum loss. Then this account, all of this trading you are seeing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 15 days I've done trading around this area. 2 days was extremely bad. One day was like, it was really a bad day, okay, to be honest. And all other trading you can see over here. I'm just $800 away to pass this 50K account. So I believe I'll pass this account if I'm not going to miss anything. I mean, if I don't do anything wrong over there, I believe I'll pass this account. This is the funded account and it's 25K account. This is the trading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have got 5 winning days continuously. So I believe that the next day is gonna be a losing day. So tomorrow I'm going to get a losing day, is gonna be a losing day. I'm believing it, okay? Because like 5 days green, and then one day should come with the raid. Okay, so I am mentally prepared to take the losses, so I'll go with this funded account. Let me see also what is going to happen. Okay, until the 50%. I want to see if it can fall for the 50%, and this last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart is going to hold the trade until the 50%, then market will go higher again for Thursday opening gap. Let's see if it can happen. So I'm just not interested to go for any other trade, any trade before 10:30, as the my friend is going to speak over there, Fitzgerald Powell. So as long as he's going to speak, I'm gonna hold the trade. Okay, I'm not going to enter into the trade. However, so 5 days winning days, 274, 175. Why it's smaller? I don't care, man. This is the funded account. If I can make $50, it's more than enough. I will take like 50 days to get my first payout. However, I'm now above the buffer. So buffer is 1100, and I'm now above the buffer. I think I have to make like for 400 to $500 maximum, $400 I guess, to request the payout. As I told, I'll just pay out the amount I have spent to buy those accounts to prove that I'm not a paper trader. Whatever I'm showing you here with the paper trade, I am doing also the same thing with the accounts. What you are seeing. So you need to focus on learning instead of judging me. You have to stop judge me. You have to focus on the learning process. Whatever you like, strict with that. If you don't like it, forget about it. So here, that is that funded account, and I know like breezed account. This one I have breezed. I want to show that as well because it's important to show 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I was so beautifully green, and then fifth days I didn't stop. You remember I was stuck with the market, and then here I went with the mini contract. I was not able to be patient to mitigate the loss. Instead of that, I went with the high leverage, 4 mini contract. It was a 4 mini contract entry, not micro, mini contract entry. And this is the result. I blow my mind, I blow my account. This account has been blown. Otherwise, if I stopped over there and I wouldn't try to mitigate my loss with the mini contract, I believe that this account would be since it would like the same like this account, like exactly like this account was not blown. Sometimes we blow our mind, we blow the account. That's why I told that if you have just one account, you are going to give the highest pressure to that account. It's not possible to make some money from trading if you have one account. You have to have multiple accounts. In my opinion, always, you have to have at least five eval account. At least five eval account. If you see over here in Lucid, I have three account from Lucid, and I have two account with the Blue Guardian futures. So I have five accounts. If I'm doing something wrong, I will do that with the eval account. I'm not going to do something wrong with my funded account. In the meantime, I'll blow some account, I'll pass some account. Whatever I'm going to pass, I'm going to keep them with the funded account, and they are going to be secured. If I take some losses, I'll stop over there immediately. If I can't stop myself, I'll go with the paper trade. I will blow my mind, I'll blow the account, but it's gonna be not the paper, sorry. It's gonna be the eval account. So if I blow the account, it's gonna be the eval account. This account I have breezed. You can see the same thing I have done. Today's was good, and this one I didn't stop, and account is blown. If I would stop, this was also not going to be blown. The day it's not working, we keep forcing the market to let it work, and that is our mistake. Man, it's not working. I have to stop over there. There is no other option. I have to stop after getting some losses because the very next day, the account color is look it will be look like this. Very next after this, the very next day, the color will be like this, then this, then this, something like that. Red, then green. But this red days, we are not able to stop. We just keep trading. Now, brother, you also doing that. I'm a human being as well. Don't you think that I'm a human being as well? I'm also a human being, but this is the problem. You have to have more accounts. If you don't have more accounts, then you're not able to trade, unfortunately, and you won't be able to make some money. Shirke done up 64 points, entry 23,500. The schoolman, congratulations, brother. I'm good, Titu. Just took a break from trading to get back strong. Oh, that's cool, Archana. That's really cool, sister. I thought that I lost you already. I've lost a lot of men, I mean, a lot of people. But anybody knows what happened with the YouTube? It's showing that concurrent four people are over here. Guys, can you please write down hi, hello, something like that? Please, just hi, hello, whatever you love to write. Just write something like that. Hi, hello, or anything. So that I can know that at least there is more than four people. Okay, Go is here, Tamim is here, Jamie say, hey Jamie, good morning. Hey Gurshid, Suzivan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's more than hello Rifa. Vin, thank you, sir. Thank you. So it's more than four people actually. I don't know why it's showing that four people are watching. Thank you, Jesse Shitke. Thank you so much, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. Do what I'm telling you to do. My psychology is bad. It doesn't mean that your psychology is gonna be the same like me. If you follow my instruction, you will be successful, man. There is no other option. You will have to be successful. There is no other option. You have to make the payout. You have to make the payout. You have to make the payout. If you listen to me carefully, if you follow the instruction I'm giving, like for example, what did I tell you for last few weeks? Don't touch your funded account. Even if you go with the minimum leverage possible, minimum leverage possible, go with the minimum leverage, because this is not a good market. Take all the risk with the eval account. If it is blown, good, because there is a time limit for the eval account. But funded account, be very careful. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Suzivan keeps saying that, brother, I'm not touching the funded account, I'm not touching the funded account. You know what I feel like? Okay, this guy at least listening to me. I'm very happy for that guy, because he's not trading, or maybe he's just going for the trade to keep those funded account to alive, because this is not a good time to make the money. It's the time to survive. Pass the eval, keep the funded safe. This time is going to over. The war is going to over today or tomorrow. And when the war is over, you have like 10 funded account in your hand. You won't believe that what you are going to do around that area, because in that time, few days, few weeks will be so beautiful. And if you were busy to pass the eval in those beautiful price action, man, you are going to miss the best opportunity to make the money. Best opportunity. That's what I'm saying. This is not the time to make the money. This is the time to survive. Buy eval, pass eval, make the funded account, keep them for the good price action. Take all the risk with your eval account. Now, why I'm trading the funded account? Because I'm not interested to trade. I'm not interested to trade. It's forbidden according to my religious belief. I'm just trading that funded account to make a payout, so that whatever I have spent to buy those, accounts, like it cost near about $360, something like that. Yesterday I have seen. But I'll just make it $500. Okay, so because like $500, I know that we are greedy. I don't want to continue. After the payout request, I'll blow that account in front of you by going the highest or mini accounts. Okay, I will blow that account in live, so that later when the people will come and they will start to doubt, you will be able to see that no, this guy can know how to trade, this guy can make the payout, all of these things. So please make sure that you're not over risking over here right now. মা, বলেন না মা, ওই মোড়া চাচার নাম্বার দেওয়ার জন্য পেট্রোল পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না তো। পেট্রোল পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, এই জন্য নাম্বার নেওয়ার জন্য ফোন দিছে। তুমি শুয়ে পড়ছো না? আচ্ছা, নামাজ পড়ে আপনার ফোন আমি লাইভে। আমার শোয়ার আগে ফোন দিও। I have lowered my risk because of this market's condition. Absolutely, brother. Look at the drop. No opportunity for entry after buy side taken. It's simply dropping. Absolutely, brother. That's the problem. That is the problem. It should give me some opportunities. However, I'm now watching it to work as an inverse gap. If there was no news, that could be my entry. I'm not asking any of you to go for the trade, but according to my understanding, while this market came to this last fair value gap from the 15-minute chart here, is that last fair value gap has been respected from that last fair value gap. Came today's opening gap. Now interested to see if it can go to the 50% of Thursday opening gap. So if it works as an inverse gap, I prefer to go for a trade from this inverse gap. I'm not taking it because we have the jolt news. Okay, so we will outline it. It doesn't mean that I'm inviting any of you to go for this trade. I'm not going for this trade. It would could be an opportunity. Maybe it will work. Maybe it will work. I don't care. I'm not going to take this trade, okay? I'm just watching it if it can works. I agree, Tamimi. Tamim, what did you say? I think we all should do that. Absolutely, brother. We all should lower the leverage. High leverage is gonna cost the blowing account, nothing else. And this is, I gave you the live example, right? I went with the highest leverage and my account is gone. So the more leverage you will take to think that you will be able to mitigate your loss, or you will be able to make the profit faster, the faster you will lose the account. If you will go with the over leverage, high leverage, you will blow the account. That is the only thing that is going to happen. You will go over leveraged, you will blow the account. You will go the lowest leverage possible, you are not going to blow the account. Maybe today it's not working, but tomorrow it will work and you will mitigate your loss, you will be in profit again. But high leverage is going to cost the blowing account. There is no other way. That is the only thing that is going to happen to you. I will say. For this, I really would love to fall. For YM, I have the sell side liquidity here. So if it is interested for this sell side liquidity, I will not argue with the market. And of course, it can fall for that liquidity over here from the last fair value gap. Good, really. But I'm not interested to enter from this area. At the same time, you will be able to see that this weekly whole range from here, this whole range, this is the lowest low, this is the highest high, this is the equilibrium of the whole range. So I really prefer this market if it can come to this area, which is aligned with this liquidity void. That could be a beautiful area for the reversal for the all-time high again. So if it can come here, that's the best case of scenario. It doesn't need to do that, but if it come here, that's the best case of scenario. We'll see how it's going to react over there. Right now, I'm just watching this inverse gap, that's all. So if it can make the inverse gap, I'll see if it can work as a support and come over here. Right now, I'm not interested to chase the sell. Maybe this is a bearish market and I want to go for the sell. For example, my intention was market will fall and I want to take the sell. I prefer to take the sell from here at the beginning of the run, not at the middle of the run. At the middle, no, I'm not interested to go for the trade. So the same thing I'm saying here, all the trade I have taken around this area, I tried to take the buy from the bottom. So I got the buy from the bottom, I got the sell from the top. In between here, I'm not interested to trade anything around this area. No buy from there, no sell from there, nothing. So it has to go to a point that could be a point for the reversal. Here, the 50% of that weekly bullish gap was the point. Here, this new week opening gap was the point to for the fall. So this was the points where I want to enter. But right now, as you can see, the market is around this area. There is no point for me. I can't go for any kind of trade from that middle of the range. Okay, so I can't do anything over here. And if I want to do, I mean, can't do anything means I can't take the sell. Sell is already, the option is already gone. So that was the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Guys, I keep talking about this and you keep ignoring this. No, it's not going to work, man. Last fair value gap is something that's gonna make you understand this market more beautifully. In this market, we have thousands of the gaps. Which gap should I give the highest priority? Last fair value gap. Last fair value gap. I'm not rebranding anything. I'm just trying to draw your attention for some specific area. And I'm giving you the example every day in live market. In live market, every day. So please try to understand these things. You don't need everything. You need something that is respecting every time. Every time means every time. I should not say 100%, but I'm saying just focus over there. It will change your whole perception about the market. Okay, I will wait a bit more. Okay, if you find any trade, please let me know. Brother, if you think about it, every last fair value gap is like the first presented fair value gap of every price leg. That's a good word, Sujivan. Yeah, to be honest, it's a good word. I didn't think like that way. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's the first presented gap of every price leg. Absolutely, brother. So yeah, that is also a good point to notice. I'm not saying whatever I'm saying about the gaps, you should follow that. You study that, you will find better than, I mean, maybe you will find something that's better than my explanation. And I will learn that from you. Like some days ago, Suzivan, you told that if the gap is broken, then you saw that later this market actually went through that gap. That's a nice observation, to be honest, brother. So if you can find those type of observation, you will be able to teach us. We will be able to learn from you. So do your own job, man. Don't depend on Titu. Whatever he's saying, no need to believe me. Study by yourself. Find out something better than me, and then teach us. We are always going to appreciate that. Just don't tell us that this is bullshit. There is no importance of that. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Like don't just dominate us. Instead of that, give us more information, brother. You can use this gap better way. I have found that this way this market work more better. We are free. I mean, we are open to learn new things. I think everyone will be agree with me. Yeah, I get like, sometimes I get a bit distracted by your comments, but it's not because you are sharing something to me. It's because you just try to explain that whatever I'm showing, it's useless. That's the problem, okay? Where I know that it's going to react. I'm not introducing this last fair value gap suddenly. I have observed that things long time. And when I've seen that it's working like 80, 90, 99% of the time, then I'm sharing this with you guys. And now suddenly if you just come and one time it didn't respect and you just say that is bullshit, that's gonna, I'm getting angry, man. Otherwise if you say, okay brother, you are using that gap like that way, but if you use this gap in that way, you will get more precision. I am always accepting your your things, okay, your observation. That's really awesome. Anybody knows that, is that happening with me only? I mean, the concurrent viewer is just showing 7 people. Is that only happening with me or any other live streamer also seeing the same thing or having the same problem? I mean, I still believe that there is more than 7 people are watching because 27 likes. I still believe that there is more people. Uh, but yeah, why it is happening, I have no idea. Okay, to be honest, previously it was showing just 2 people. Now it's 10 people. That's cool. Let me make sure that the account is selected. Yeah, in this account I have just taken one trade one day, and that was a $566 profit. This is the flex account. There is no daily drawdown or daily max limit, nothing. So we'll see if I can find any trade to this account. Okay. No, Chitu, the problem is for all live streamers right now. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Rifa. Thank you, brother. I thought it's just happening with me. There's something wrong with YouTube. When I open YouTube, it's stuck on a shorts video. It's not showing my homepage. It's happening with me as well. Like my homepage is also not showing over here. I thought it's happening with me only. Like, let me show that. When I'm coming to this channel dashboard, like here, nothing. It seems like my channel is gone. But fortunately, I was able to start the stream. Thanks God. Here with you guys. Future Pavel speak at 10:30 a.m. Absolutely, brother. So that's why I'm not going for any kind of trade right now. That is the guy I am afraid of. Okay, don't judge me, but Future Powell speak is something I never been able to trade him. Never ever. Most of the time, either this gonna be an highly volatile accumulation before the Fed Chair Powell speak, after the Fed Chair Powell speak. Most of the time, either it's gonna be an highly volatile accumulation or seek and destroy, low volatile seek and destroy. Like 99% of the time, it happens when Fed Chair is going to speak. That's why I'm really afraid of him. This is the opening gap lower quadrant. This is the low of the opening gap. Let's see where this market really interested to go. I'm not interested to take any short of sell, nothing. If it could give me entry over here and I was interested to take sell, maybe I could go for that. But after seeing this fall and after seeing this whole fall, I'm not interested to take any sort of sell, which is called chasing market. I'm not interested to chase the market. Hey, Hyde, how are you, brother? I'm afraid of Trump. Why, Trump is also going to speak? Oh man, then stop trading today. By the way, anybody has any confusion about this paper baller? I mean, I was doing the paper trading, so you had a lot of confusion, right? So anybody has any kind of confusion? Still, you have the confusion, or you're seeing anything different? I was doing with the paper trade or the real money. Is there any difference? It's the same thing I'm doing in these accounts. Whatever I have done with the paper trade, everything is same. I'm sharing all my losing trade, all my winning trade with the execution level, not hiding anything, not showing you like only the winning trade, not showing anything like that. I'm just sharing everything with you, like all of these things. 27 handle loss, 18 handle loss. Remember, 2 micro contract because I was over leveraged over here. 4 micro contract, then I took 2 micro contract. Break even, all profit. Okay, break even. Then got 103 handle, and then got 68 handle. So one loss, 27 handle, one loss, 18 handle with the lowest levers possible. Break even 103, 68. Can stop trading. Just trade these accounts. With no other accounts I've done trading except this one. Falling. How long do you want to fall, my boy? I just told you I have no bias. Okay, also remember that I have no bias. As long as market is trading this gap, which is from the weekly chart, I have no bias. I have to decide what I'm going to do after getting the confirmation from the market. When the market will tell me I'm bullish, I'll look for buy. When the market will tell me I'm bearish, I'll look for sell. So previously I was interested to see from this concurrent crossment until this concurrent crossment of the two opening gaps. Market didn't do that, no problem. Now I'm interested to see can I take the sell because market is bearish. So not from here, of course, after the retracement or anything. Whatever market is going to offer me, I'm gonna take that. Why I'm waiting? Because Fed chair is going to speak around 10:30. Unfortunately, very tough day for me to trade. Very, very, very tough day. I prefer to do the paper trade, but I'm not able to do that because I have to pass this account, the others account. I have to pass it. It's almost long time actually. When I'm trading, like say 15 days already done. 15 like 20, 21 days I have already done trading over here, and I'm going back to Bangladesh 6th of April. So next 6th April I'll go back to Bangladesh, and I will not be able to trade around that area or that time. So I have to pass it before it's going to go more than 30 days. So I just need $700, something like that, pass this account. But today I'm not interested to trade this account. I'm more interested to trade this account, which is the flex account, uh, just to see if I can make some money over here. That account why I'm not touching because I'm in feeling rush to pass this account, pass that account. That's why I'm not touching that account. Today I'm feeling so much rush to go and pass that account. This is my feelings. I'm afraid that I will do something wrong. I'm not interested to trade. Mm -hmm. This is the opening gap low, which is from today. Gapped up, went a bit higher. Trade the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. After trading the 15-minute last fair value gap, go to your 15-minute chart. You'll be able 15-minute last fair value gap over here. Trade this 15-minute last fair value gap. Take that high, falling, falling, falling. Almost going to close the account. Almost going to close the opening gap. Almost okay. This is the high of the new week opening. Sorry, no, weekly bullish fair value gap. This is the high. See what is going to happen next. Let me keep it like this way. Not in rush to go for any kind of trade right now. If you find any trade, let me know. We'll write down boom for you. Just traded the midnight open. Okay, that's cool. This price is in deep discounted area. Okay, any short of sell from here is called, you are taking sell from the deep discounted area. So as long as this market didn't came to this gap, it was not in discount area. So when the market came to this gap, now the market is in deep discounted area. I'm not interested to trade while I'm just in the deep discounted area. I'm not interested to take the sell from there. If you find any trade, please let me know. Is there anyone who is in a trade right now? At the same time, is there anyone who is absolutely new over here? I don't know him or her. I never heard about him or her, or I never read his comment or her comment. Is there anyone who is absolutely new around this area in our live streaming? Will trade from daily or weekly? Wow, man. Uh, okay, Anjal, Anjal. Okay, I'll call you Anjal. That's easier for me. Sorry, brother, I'm from Bangladesh and my English is really not good. So I try to make easier name so that I can remember them. Okay, Anjal, please don't mind, brother, if I mispronounced your name. Where are you from, brother? And welcome to our community, brother. Guys, welcome these guys. They're new. Is sold from 9434 all out at 335. Congratulations, easy trades, brother. Really good trade. You got huge profit, I believe so. Near about 100 handle. That's awesome, brother. Nice trade. And boom for you. Penguin for you, brother. I'm happy. Brother, I am from Nepal. Oh, you're from Nepal. I have a lot of friend from Nepal actually. Thank you, brother, for being over here. I hope you'll understand my English. Not gonna bother you. Thank you, Suzivan, for welcoming. Thank you so much, man. From watching you, brother, all these years. It's your hard work, brother. Not by watching me. It's by yourself. You have to believe it. Only 8 view. What happened? I don't know what happened. What is happening? It's showing that 9 people are watching, but I believe there is more than 9 people. Like previously, it was showing just 2 people, 3 people, where there are more people. So I still believe there is more people, but it's showing 9 people. I don't know what happened to the YouTube. Something bad happened. Can trade long from weekly open or daily opening level. You can, Isfaq, you can, brother. I mean, this is the new day opening gap, or sorry, new week opening gap over here. Of course, you can go for the long. But right now, I'm not interested to trade just because we have Fed Chair Powell speak around 10:30. So after 25 minutes, Fed Chair Powell is going to speak, and I'm really afraid of him because I'm not good at trading Fed Chair Powell rate folder news. I'm not good. Most of the time, I lose the money. So if I would love to trade that, I will go to the paper trade and then I'll trade the paper money, not the real money. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't do that. If you can, go for that. Hey Phoenix, how are you, sir? Welcome back, brother. It's an issue from YouTube. It's happening on other channels as well. Thank you, Tamim, for clearing that. Thank you, man. Phoenix, share some trade with us, brother. Give us some idea. You interested in oil? Let me see what is happening in oil. Good morning, team. Predicting uh predicting a huge breakout in oil right now. This is gap. Have any other gaps? Do I have any buy side? High. That's a nice target. It's gonna make the all-time high, I guess. Right now it has traded. Last gap that has the power to stop the market or to work it as a inverse gap. Waiting for a pullback to 102. It missed me by 20 cents. Oh man, that's the most painful moment. Hey Sinobi, walaikum salam brother. Assalamu alaikum. 200 EMA is just 101.60, so use caution. 10, what did you say? 101.60, 101.6. It's here somewhere, right? Guys started to go higher. I don't think so it will go higher. I believe it will take some highs and then start to fall again. Nasdaq or other markets gonna do that. And oil is gonna take the high here. It's gonna take that high. I believe so. Yep, we'll be back. Okay, to be honest, I wanna see this will break this one and then it will go for this buy side liquidity. So the trade could be, if it respect this gap, can be bit violated to fall for this gap as well. But if it doesn't do that and respect by this gap by making some fake breakout or something like that, then that could be a buying opportunity from here for this buy side liquidity around this area. That could be an idea. Or if it keep falling, maybe that's gonna be a fall for the opening gap, the 50% of this opening gap. If you can do that, we'll be back here again after a few moments. For this guy, wanna see them some liquidity, then if it can keep falling and come to this area one more time, see? Or if it really would love to go higher for this opening gap, we'll see that as well. Right now it's time to wait. It gave me 102.08. I took it, stop at break even now. Okay, as long as you are at break even, you're like safe. $25 plus. Awesome, man. Looking to re-enter. I really don't know if there is any mm, impact on future Powell speak to oil market or not. I really don't know. But just be careful, okay? If there is an impact on the oil market by Fed Chair Powell speak, I think it's better to avoid trading right now. It's my opinion again. Of course, you know better than me, but I'm just saying. I have no idea if there is an impact or not. If impact, you have to avoid trading. Scalping only 200 EMA at 101.60, very real target. Careful, size appropriately. Careful, size appropriately. Okay, that's cool. In long again. Yeah, I believe it's a perfect time for longing because it's going to fall now and the oil will start to go higher now. I believe so. Let's see if it can do that or not. Came to this gap, so I'm gonna keep that one. This gap as well. Correct. Sunday, March 22, new opening gap at 101.94. 101 is too far. Close below, may try to exit. Tough decision, brother. For Nasdaq, I really don't have anything. Okay, so still I'm just watching the market. It's not doing anything good which I could use or I could like that could be useful for me to frame any trade. Just nothing. Okay, so just time to see how this is going to end up. Is it bullish or is it bearish? What it is going to end up with? I have to look for or wait for that specific scenario. You find in trade, go for that trade, brother. I really appreciate that. For me, still there is nothing. I'm not seeing anything better or anything good over here. If you find something good, go for that. And the volatility, I believe, is huge. The volatility is not small. It's a huge volatility. Yeah. 24 handle, 1 minute candle is 24 handle. It's huge volatility, to be honest. Thank you, Slate, for sharing those oil information. Okay, so it came here. Now it's a can start to go higher. All volume imbalance. I don't need to add that. Now gap is gonna be important. Small price action from 9:30 to what to say? I mean the 10 around 10. This small price action. The market open, went higher, came back again into this range. First, let it work with this range. Let it finish to take either the low or the high of this range. Then we'll see if it can do something good. Like over here, this is the range high of the 9:30 to 10, around 10. This is the low of that range. This is the high, the opening range, which is from 9:30 to 10. The opening range is over here. We're gonna see how it is going to work with this range right now. If you have watched ICT's recent videos where ICT talked about a trending days, first first 1 hour is important from 9:30 to 10:30. That 1 hour is important. That range is important to in a trending day. But you have to just understand that this is going to be a trending day. If I come to this weekly chart and if I go to this weekly candle around here, okay, this is that weekly candle here, this high, that is the low. And if I come there, the low, and if I go for the TGIF over here, I know it's gonna be difficult to understand, but focus on here. This is that this line is 20%, this line is 30% of the TGIF. So market came to the 20%, which is over here. TGIF is done. After done the TGIF, can expand extremely. Okay, like it can work like trending days after finishing the TGIF. So TGIF is done over here while it tapped to this 20% of this area. It's a good candle. It has closed as a good candle. TGIF is important today. Market open, trade the TGIF 20%. Now it can be extremely bearish, and it can go through this gap, which is the weekly bullish gap, and then it can fall for this 50% area, or maybe until this volume imbalance. It is a highly probable opportunities. It can do that. That's why I'm saying that if it would love to fall now, I have to decide go for the sell by getting the confirmation by the market. Still now I have no confirmation by the market, so I'm not interested to go for any kind of trade right now. I'll just wait for Fed to speak first, then go for the trade. I'm just watching this range, all of this range, what it is going to do. I'm also watching the range quadrant level, so the low and the high, to mark the fib from high, the low. And if you just go to the quadrant level, you will be able to see that this is the 50% of this range. This is the lower quadrant that's been broken, working as a support. Can it go through this 50% of the range, high of the range, and come to this last fair value gap to give me a selling opportunity? Or does it want to react from the 50% and then keep falling again? If it do that and closed below this quadrant level, that's going to be a highly selling opportunity for me. For example, like this, if it happens like that way, like this, I'll keep looking for unselling opportunity. If it do that, if it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it come here without any sort of retracement or good price action, something like this type of fall, this type of go higher, come here, I'll start to look for the sell from there. That's broken, this last area is broken, then and only then I'll start to look for this constant crossment again, to take the buy. But right now I'm just more interested to see any of this to happen, like it will come here or maybe a bit higher, and then it will start to fall again. That's my interest to see right now. A lot of lines, I'm gonna clear them. I don't have any bullish fair value gap to worry about, or I don't need to mark anything except this bearish gap. Why you are marking that gap? Why this gap is important? I don't know, brother. Why did you mark this gap? This is the gap before coming to this bullish PDRA, which is the, see this weekly bullish gap. It's a very strong supporting area, right? So before coming to this gap, this is the last fair value gap, the last bearish fair value gap. I marked it, extend it to my right, watching it, supporting it so beautifully. But if you go to electronic trading hour, you're not going to see these things. So sometimes you see I marked a gap long time ago, and then later it is working and I'm using this gap. All I just go to this regular trading hour, mark that gap, and then just go to the electronic trading hour. Then I'm going to get this gap over here. That's going to be important to me. So something like that. So right now I have marked it. Do you have any idea why you have marked it? No, I have no idea. I just marked it because that's a bearish gap, that should work like support. Use it as a resistance, market should fall. It didn't do that. So later when this market is coming to this gap, does it want to respect this gap or not? That's my intention to see. How? By bullish way, by bearish way, I have no idea. I will just observe it, and when I will see it will start to respect either way, buy or sell. At the same time, I'm interested to take that entry. For example, it is working as a support, and I am interested to take the buy. Okay, right now I'm not interested to take the buy. By the way, if I were interested to take the buy, I would use this gap to frame my buy setup. But when I'm marking it, I have no idea if this gap is important or not. Now, why I'm saying this? Because some of you can think that how do you know this gap is going to be reacted later? How do I use it? Most of the people are not going to share this to you. They are going to show that, oh, look how beautiful it is working. I knew it is going to work. I'm saying nobody knows that it was going to work. Nobody knows that. ICT, just exclude him because he is the creator of this concept. So he has absolutely a different idea about the market. Like I don't have that idea the way ICT actually do it. Except ICT, whoever is doing in online, or your mentor, or your teacher, whatever you call them, nobody has no idea which gap to work, when it should you should work that gap has been already broken or has been used already. Nobody has. All you have to do, you have to mark it with some logic, and then you have to use that logic to use that gap later to frame your trade. That's all. Being like open book, I'm trying to be an open book. Yeah, I don't want to hide anything in my heart. So if I knew it is going to react, I would tell you that, man, look at this. Like the way I told you about the last fair value gap, about the, like the entry gap or whatever it is. Look at this, how it is going to react from there. I knew it is going to happen. And when I'm marking a gap and I have no idea how to use this gap, I'm just simply admit that. I don't know, brother, but I know how to use this gap later by watching the reaction from that gap continuously, something like that. So later, maybe I'll be able to use this gap if I see the reaction is happening from that specific gap. Out of oil, don't long here, retracing which opening runs low for a bounce. Cool, brother. I don't think so. It's going to retrace for the opening gap low. I think it's going to go higher now. So if this gap hold the market, or it used as a support, something like that, closed above this gap, which is aligned with this bearish gap, I prefer to take a buy again from this old oil, so not old oil, from this oil, from here. Maybe stop loss will be here, somewhere here. Take the buy at least until the rejection block sell like this way. So it will close out this, take the buy from there. I guess that's gonna be a good idea. Take the buy. We'll see that actually in a moment. I'm looking at 170 for long. That is more better, more better. That means you have the patience. You are not in rush to go for a trade. We don't have that patience, brother. A lot of people doesn't have that patience. I mean, patience level. I'm going to miss this trade, so I have to push the button over there because I'm going to miss the run. I also have that problem. But it's really good, brother. If you can patiently wait for that level to trade, otherwise I'm not going to take any trade. This type of mindset always make you profitable. At least even if you are not profitable, you're not going to lose your capital. That's for sure. Sometimes it's scalp, sometimes I look for the swing. 170 is the swing, 103 is the target. Awesome, brother. Come back to Nasdaq, brother. We think we should talk about the Nasdaq because Fed is going to speak around within 7 minutes. So we think we should focus over here. If you joined the stream and forgot to like, no worries. It's like forgetting where you put your phone. We all do it, but now is the perfect time to remember and hit that like button and subscribe. Please do that. Thank you, Tamimi. Please do that. And the opposite of oil means watch for pop and then drop new lows. Okay, let's see. That's awesome. To be honest, that's awesome, brother. It has though cleared this liquidity, but and these highs over here at the same time, it just came around this area. If it takes one more time, that's good. Doesn't need to do that, but if it can do that, that's really good. In that type of scenario, mostly if it can come to this opening gap 50%, that's the awesome area because it is aligned with this 15-minute bearish gap. So it come here, which you are saying pop up, that's gonna happen, then pop down. I think that's the best case of scenario, brother. NQ so violent though, I don't like the chaos. Okay. But unfortunately she's my girlfriend. I can't cheat her for the oil or ES or Dow or any other market. I can't cheat her because she's a bit violent right now. I wanna be loyal with her. She's my only love right now. By the way, guys, if you find any trade, please go for that. I'm requesting you. I'm not trying to make you afraid, make you demotivate to go for the trade. I'm just saying I'm not interested to push the button before 10:30 while the Powell is going to speak. Okay, so that's why I'm not framing any trade. And at the same time, this doesn't look a good price action to me. Yeah, I could trade over here. I could go for the trade over here. Maybe it could be a small loss or a small profit, whatever it is. But it seems like I'm gambling. And when I feel uncomfortable, I don't like to trade, to be honest, brother. I know the most beautiful girl friends will break your heart the most. This is their right. This is their right by born. They're born to hurt people. And you can't deny that they're really good at breaking the heart, give the pain, unbearable pain. Still, we can't like complain against them. Still, we have to admit that you are the most beautiful girl, and I can't live without you. I love you. So I really love this chart. So however she is trying to break my heart sometimes, I just say, okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's your right. Born right. By born you got this right. To hurt me. Look at this market fall, started to consolidate. So after the consolidation, two type of scenario. First, this or this or this, not two, three type of scenario. So I have to make sure that I'm not in a wrong side. I have to be in a right side. I don't have the bias. I'm not bullish. I'm not bearish. I have no bias. So I'm just waiting for this market to confirm where does it want to really go. Double bottom on oil means NQ could dump here or pop. Let's say I just need to wait 2 more minutes. I believe after 2 minutes it's gonna get a highly volatility over here. And please let me know, some of you, if you have the opportunity to open the Fetcher Powell speak in live from YouTube or any other area. Please let me know when he has started to speak. Please let me know that. Absolutely, brother. So hard to decide the direction. I really agree with you, and I'm feeling like I have no direction, so I have to wait. How do you decide? How do you from bias so you can be right? Very difficult, right? Absolutely, brother. Right now it's very difficult. I could be bearish like yesterday. I mean, on last Friday, I told that as long as it's not going to tap to the high of this line, which is 23 to 88, I don't care. Anytime it will go ahead, that's a selling opportunity. And I took all the sell on Friday, if you guys remember. But now, when it has traded this extremely bullish PDRA from weekly chart, and it has traded the 50% of this area so beautifully, I'm really so afraid to frame the trade. And here I bought this from here to here, I sold this from here to here. Both of this trade I have taken from this area. But now it's tough decision for me to take right now. Okay, so we'll see how this is going to end up. 1 minute left before the Powell is going to speak. 1 minute left. Is there anyone who is in a trade right now? Like you are in a trade with the real money. Is there anyone? There you go. I think Paul is going to speak right now. No trades now. Thank you, team. I'm also not in a trade. Let me make sure that I'm in a right account so that when I'll push the button, I'm not in a wrong account. That's right. That's a good account. It has closed below the gap. I didn't like it, to be honest. I really didn't like it. You will learn